My name is Corey Spencer. I'm the owner of the Peanut Butter Jelly Shop, Louisville, Kentucky. Business, most of it is to just make peanut butter jelly sandwiches, different types. We make peanut butter jelly regulars. We make sandwich with bananas. We make sandwiches with bacon. Also, we have what we call banana split with pineapple, cherry, and chocolate syrup and peanut butter. That's really good. It's really one of the hot sellers. I came up with the idea from college, living in a dorm and not having any money, and I figured this was the easiest way to make more money. So I decided to sell some at a concert, and it was a pretty big hit. So then, it took me about 10 years, but then I started up a company, and I heard about JFCS through Tony Cardell, and she works with Louisville. I'm not sure what, but she works with Louisville City. And then I talked to Dan, and we worked on for about a year on this.
Yeah, when Corey first came to us, he had this idea of this a business called PBJ, just peanut butter jelly. And I have to be honest, quite frankly, I kind of laughed when he first told me that he wanted to open up a business selling peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. My initial thought was that's probably the easiest thing to make, and why would I want to go buy one somewhere? But we sat down with Corey, and he explained the vision that he had, and he's had this idea for quite some time. It was rather amazing when, by the time he got done explaining to me the entire concept, I thought it was not as much as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but more of an ice cream store kind of concept of all these variety of different toppings and things you would never think would go well with peanut butter. Once he explained the concept, I believed in it, and it inspired me to kind of want to work with him and help bring it to fruition. Again, he had it up in his head. What really he needed was just to take it from his head and put it on the paper and get a formal business plan and a cash flow and a projection for 12 to 24 months. So from then, once we had that done, then we can go and try to procure some funding, some financing, investors, that kind of thing. So we were able to do that with Corey, and it was a fun process. Really is a sharp guy, and it took a lot of time. It was hard, everybody else kind of had that same perception. They weren't sure of this. They'd never really seen it before, this whole concept. But he was able to bring on an investor, and one of his issues is going right into it was that he didn't have the assets or the funding himself, or very little anyways, in order to procure a location for a retail store and sign a lease and those kind of things. So it took it to another level. So it took a good, probably close to a year, and we were able to get him an investor and a partner in the business, and procure some additional funding as well.
The process of starting a business is pretty hard. There's a lot of things you don't really think about, a lot of licenses you have to get, insurance you have to get, plus getting a store. That was one of the hardest things, to be able to come up with the money for that. Money is really important, so I would say go out there and try to get as much money as you can before you start. The benefits of having your own business is being able to do what you want to, and also be able to work as hard as you want to and make as much money as you want to. And I think for some people, it's a great thing to do. Others, I think they just want to check. So I would just stay with taking that check if you're not really into working about 10 to 12 hours a day.